Hello class, today we are working on the summation of index data. It can be very confusing when you first look at it because when you first look at the problem, you see this Greek letter and it just simply means to add. So just don't even think about anything else other than, hey, when you see this symbol, it just means to add. So here we have the number 15 up top and we have I equals 1. What that simply means is that you're going to add numbers 1 through 15. The numbers 1 through 15 are here. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you're just going to simply add all of these numbers. The easiest way to do this is to copy and paste these numbers exactly as they are with the commas and everything and place them inside of your Alex calculator. Since I do not have an Alex calculator, I actually went to this website called GigEye Calculator, GigEye Calculator, and you can see the website here. And I just simply copied and pasted all those numbers into the block and just click calculate. Once I clicked that, it gave me a sum of negative 302. Okay, so let's go back here. So we know what the 1 means and we know what the 15 means. So it meant for us to add up all those 15 numbers. So we've done that and we have our sum of negative 302. So the next thing we would do is to multiply because we see 5x. So if you see an x beside the number, it simply means for us to multiply. And we're going to multiply the sum that we got here of the negative 302. So we'll multiply negative 302 times 5. And you can see that they did the same thing. They got negative 302 when they added the sum together. And then they multiplied negative 5 times negative 302 and got 1510. That's all you have to do to that problem. Let's go ahead to the next problem. Okay, the next type of problem that we're going to be working on is called the box and whisker plots. So we just simply have to plot all of our points. As you can see here, they're giving us 16 different numbers. And with these numbers, we can see that they are all over the place. So the first thing that you would need to do is to order the numbers from least to greatest. Least to greatest, because the first thing we have to do is find the median to work on this type of problem. So the question is, several years ago, the state of California launched an aggressive advertisement campaign against smoking. We've interviewed students from 16 college campuses in California and recorded for each campus the percentage of students who claimed that they had encountered at least one anti-smoking advertisement on campus in the past month. Here are those percentages. So you can see the numbers here, or their percentages here. And so the first thing that you would do is to put them in order from least to greatest. Okay, after you put them in order from least to greatest, they've done that here. The minimum is 26 and the maximum is 60. The next thing you would do here is to find the median. So the median is just simply what's the middle number. Since we have 16 total numbers, that's an even number, so that automatically tells us that we're going to end up with two numbers in the middle. So our two numbers in the middle, as you can see when they are in order, is 40. So you would simply do is add those two numbers up and then divide it by 2, and you will end up with a median of 40. The next thing you will have to do is figure out what's the lower quadrant numbers and the numbers that's on the higher end of the quadrant. The lower end are the numbers that are listed here between 26 and 40. Those would be the numbers that's on the lower quadrant, and we would have to find the first quartile there, or what we can call what's the middle number. So we should have 8 numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our median numbers here, since we have an even number, would be this 32 and 35. And as you can see, there are 3 numbers on either side. So the middle numbers would be 32 and 35. We would add those two numbers up, divide it by 2, and that will give us 33.5. We'll do the same thing on the other end. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the 8 numbers, and then as you can see here, we have 53 as the middle numbers, and we have 3 numbers on either side, and so we'll add those two numbers up, divide it by 2, and that will give us a third quartile of 53. So what we're going to do is simply plot all of those numbers. So you can see here the first plot will be 40 because that's our median number of all of the numbers. The number on the lower quartile will be 33.5, and then on the third quartile we have 53. So those would be our first 3 dots that we would label, and then we will put the next dot for the maximum at 60, and then the lower end quadrant at 26, and then we'll box in our lower quadrant number to our first quartile, to the third quartile. We'll box that in. Okay, and then once we box that in, then you will see your whisker box plot. That's it for that problem. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Mean, median, and mode computations. Over the past several months, customers at Stymie Department Store have been asked to fill out customer satisfaction surveys. In the surveys, the customers rate their shopping experience on a scale from 0 to 100. Here are 7 recent ratings: 79, 64, 41, 86, 79, 79, and 68. Okay, the first question asks, what is the median of the data set? If your answer is not an integer, round your answer to 1 decimal point. Okay, so what is the median? What we've learned in the previous problem is the first thing we would need to do to find the median is to put the numbers in order. So once we put those numbers in order from least to greatest, then we can find the median. So here are the numbers here in order. We have 41, 64, 68, 79, 79, 79, 86. So what we have here, 1, 2, 3, and then so 79 is going to be the median, and we have 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 numbers on either side. So the median would be 79. So we would put 79 here for A. Okay, and then it asks us what is the mean for the data set. And to find the mean, the only thing you have to do is add up all of those numbers, and you would divide it by 7. The reason you're dividing that number by 7 is because you have a total of 7 numbers. So you would divide those numbers by 7 in order to get the mean, and that mean is 70.9. Okay, so the last question asks, how many modes does the data set have? And what that simply means is how many times is there a number within that data set that happens more than once? Okay, so 41 only one time, 64 one time, 68 one time. Okay, 79 has occurred 3 times within this data set, and 86. So that has only happened to the number 79. So we have one mode, and that mode is 79. Okay, that's it for that problem. Rejecting unreasonable claims based on the average statistics. An average An investment company advertised that last year its clients on average made a profit of 8%. Assuming that average refers to the mean, which of the following claims must be true based on the information? Note, more than one statement could be true. If none of the statements is true, mark the box appropriately. This year, some of their clients will make a profit of at least 8%. Last year, at least one of their clients made a profit of more than 11%. Last year, all of the clients made a profit of 8%. Last year, at least one of their clients made a profit of exactly 8%. Last year, the average number of clients who made a profit of 8% or less was equal to the number of their clients who made a profit of 8% or more. Now, the first one stated that this year some of their clients will make a profit of at least 8%. The statement did not say that they will make a profit of at least 8%. However, it did say that an average, that last year its clients on average made a profit of 8%. So that's not true. Last year, at least one of their clients made a profit of more than 11%. The statement never mentioned anything about anyone making 11% profit, so that would not be true either. Last year, all of their clients made a profit of at least 8%. That statement is also not true because it says that on average they made a profit of 8%, which would also make that not true. Last year, the number of clients who made a profit of 8% or less was equal to the number of their clients who made a profit of 8% or more. This statement also did not make any of those statements. So the appropriate answer for this response would be none of the above statements are true. Okay, let's move on to the next problem.